네. 오늘부터 게임 기록에 마이크를 고 이 유튜브들은 딱히 시청자 원하는 건 아니고 제가 게임할 때 어떤 생각을 했는지 그런 거 어떤 플레이를 했는지 위해서 하는 거기 때문에 보시면 좋고 안 보셔도 상관없습니다. 이게 만약에 정말 감사하게도 보시는 분이 계시다면은 영상에 문제 있다면은 지적해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 디스코 엘리시움 이제 닌텐도 다이렉트에서 봤을 때는 관심이 생겨가지고 이건 나중에 좀 해야겠다. 이거 해야 되나? 뭐였지? 나 어차피 수익화 일정 없으니까. 오케이. 네, 그러려면 닌텐도 다이렉트에서 맨 처음 봤어. 네. 앱. 이런가 봐. 실용적인 능력 머리 형이 이런 거 너무 뭐가 이렇게 그려 화내킬 그런 주네파 스프레이에도 안에 거울에 있다. 는 복사할 수 있어.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
주인공 이미 있으면서 미친 것 같은데. 무슨 꿈을 꾸는? 그러니까 넌
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
아니 왜 갑자기 네? 내가 이상한 거 주네파를 골랐는데 보면 얘 개드립 치는데 모르지. 타오르는 불 우리 다 싫은데.
Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough.
여행 이래서 맞지? 얘 감정 없는 거 맞지?
great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
아 그래 이렇게
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
주인공 무슨 악몽을 보이는데. 아 그런가 기억났다. 닌텐도 다이렉트에서의 숙면 게임 소개에서 뭔가 정신병 관련해서 있다고 했었어. 약간 정신병 있는 쪽이. 내보다
The
돌려보내.
stench of liquor rises from your mouth. I know it. An ungodly headache.
아무나
The fiery
도와줘봐.
streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call
이게
from
나팔이라고
hell.
목소리 같은 거. 열산에 더 극한 것 같다.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice to name a motor carriage.
그냥 차? 혓바닥에 정말만 시키지. 뭘 하고 싶을까? 그리고 일로 움직이고. 아, 이렇게 해서 조작할 수 있구나. 술 마시고 싶다면 알겠는데 테이프는 누가 떼어냈다. 나 말고 누가 이 방에 들어갔다는 건 이거 설정 좀 헤드 표시를 좀 이걸로 그 안에 술병들
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no.
그치 아닌 것 같지.
Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror, behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
이제야 좀 나랑 의견이 있지 않아?
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
가주인교인가?
Why? Please stop. It's
내가
horrible.
듣고 있는 거 아니야?
You're scaring yourself. Oh my God.
야,
You can't stop.
프로가
It's like it's not
이런
even
관리가 안
voluntary
돼?
anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
생각을 보시고
You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now.
부어
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression.
필요한 뭔겠지?
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from for quite a long time. Still ongoing. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you. You know what you should do. You should stop the fan and then try again. It'll get easier. Do it if you want to die. The stabbing pain in your chest is telling you. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off.
야, 어둠의 자식이야, 씨. 하나를 싫어하는 거야. 나 아직도 드라마 이제 좀 정상 사람인데. 깨져 있네.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says "whirling in rags" on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should. The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
여기는 헬이라는 걸 올렸다는 거. 세트? 말? 이렇게 다양하게 있구나. 상당히 RPG를 이 게임으로 하는 느낌.
The fan stands still. A terrible mistake. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good. The lights.
약 받았어?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If a cool wind gushes in, your toes curl up from the cold.
그럼 이제 신발이 어딘지 알게 됐네. 처음으로 만나.
Hello, officer.
그래요?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
내 중반.
A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
알아요?
No. Because you're a police officer, sir.
경찰이요?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
기억 상실해?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
별다른 건 안 하고. 공부가 너무
You have no
공부를 일단
doubts
모아야
about the
되겠다.
drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard
분명히 얌전한
something.
주장님. 이렇게. 이건 절단이고.
Could it be
아니,
because of
까먹었네.
the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
가볼게요.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
허리 있지.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes.
지금. 네. 여기가
You're in a
어디예요?
hostel, sir.
아니 그거.
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced
Yes.
former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Yeah,
몇
it's
년도야?
51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers, they have names. And this is the current one. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. There was the usual ruckus, loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over
여기까지 들리지
here.
않나?
Oh,
소리가
yes.
컸다?
Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of
Ostentatious.
course. Like 7.
그렇게 힘들어.
Life gets
Oh, no.
hard, but we go on.
그래 그거.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a slow,
Gee.
sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also that it
Cool.
doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was
tell you what
difficult to
멧돼지.
tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but then you started screaming and trashed the place. No. It
혼자
didn't
그랬다는
sound like
거지?
there was a fight. It sounded like a window was smashed. The tape player probably.
이번에 시간 가고
The song
있는데
stopped.
너무 느긋하게 보면 안
And
되겠다.
furniture too. A real destructathon.
저런 것 같다.
There was screaming. Then
다른
there
일은?
was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5.
그래
The dock
마지막으로
workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. Glad to have been of assistance.
일 1년 3월. 오케이. 차에 누워야겠다. 그래 나가보자. 분이에 야 빨리. 좀 나가자.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both like two baby crocodiles. It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you... Good.
네?
They're balanced. Comfy.
고
Feels like the only...
나는 셋. 보신가 보네. 조작이 살짝 어렵다. 1층으로 내려가 보자. 카운터에 물어보면 카운터에 물어보면 상 정보 이름이라도 알지. 여기에서 이제 공연이 있었다는.
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul. Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed through a PA system by other people. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
나는 테이프를 찾아야 노래를 할 수 있겠다. 배우고 싶은 기분은 아니지만.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. She just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world. The small steel tag says as much. The great skua. Stegosaurus.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the looks like this is the small steel.
Look, your buddy. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to.
나랑 얘기할 생각. 내 친구가 있다. 그러는 월요일. 이동한 거죠. 나랑 얘기해주면 되니까.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
바람. 안녕, 미스터
A
동료.
bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
일단은 이름 지어놓은
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath.
Okay then.
나중에 알지.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
바람?
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At
어떤
the
거?
57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that?
못했어.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
네?
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
모르겠어.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
하루 종일 술
We should go
마시고
there as soon as we are
노래
done
부르다가
talking to the owner.
신발을 창문으로 던지는 사람이 제대로 일을 했을 거라 생각되지 않다. 그래?
After you,
가보자.
officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean
신분증.
you don't have a badge? Oh,
네, 있어.
if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do,
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him.
안녕하세요. 와일드 파인트.
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the
Okay.
bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. You fumble with the spring-loaded gate of the Caribbean like fucking sleigh bells. What are you doing?
Stop finger-fucking him, officer! I'm responsible for these oafs and their stuff. Even Sleepy there. Yeah, sure. I don't care. Just don't finger-bang it.
to be honest, he's correct. Police officers generally
It was just an idea. Come on, relax, everyone.
no idea. Looks like he works for, possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor.
행복.
The man with the unimpressive beard. No,
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41,
화면을 아직 안 정했어.
Fantastic.
아, 네.
right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and we...
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who...
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
this sounds like something you can.
You said you just got here.
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep...
But you still know your way around.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live...
I didn't imply that.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco Negro.
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with... Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? Good for you. Was there something else? I don't know who killed him.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up.
People are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook.
Let's go.
Okay.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger. Furiously, with both hands.
Watch out!
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon. Those are mysteries of the spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal it. If it comes off like that, it's because it is. And you are. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are?
It's too bad. We all need a little love. Are you okay?
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. This is the end. All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM.
이렇게 해서 세 회차를 하는 거야? 이렇게 해서 아예 그냥 끝난 거야? 오. 한번 가보자.
There is enough. Never. And an inordinate amount of time passes. Yes, it is. You got it, sweet brother. I know you do, baby. Coming right up, sir. Smooth. All right. Nothing down to fuck all, borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip? The Song of Death, like a fly to the ointment.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth. A fiery...
Somehow, you know what it
아, 맞춘 거에 뭔가 해바라기 먹는다? 아, 진짜. 이거 버그 같은데. 버그 왜 여기서 버그 났어요. 아, 여기서 버그가 나냐? 해볼까? 오케이. 다음 바지 입고.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. The blades come squeaking to a halt. You swoop up what you have in your hand. You hear a jingle. It says whirling in the whirling.
오케이. 난 아까
A
했던
mirror. Was this
행동들을
probably hot
해보자.
water? Suddenly, you realize as you abort, behold, you whatever it is, at least it's dead now. Please stop.
세상에.
It's oh my god. What does it even mean? You should check your. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place. It's too late.
소리 짓고 있는데 왜 그런지는 모르겠어. 약도 작게 팔아야지.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold, the shards face a fine, more likely a project, something you've done before. It is like the congratulations. A cool.
진짜 근데 진짜 와, 잘 생각해도 얘 병신이 있네. 일단은 내가 신발 죽거나 얘기를 하면서
There they both are, like 2 baby. Good.
바다 냄새가 어지럽다. 아가씨.
The young woman raises her eyes are brown. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor.
No. Because you're a police officer. I am, yeah. You've been here, couldn't say.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for... I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit... Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Could it be because of the...
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired. The words have already left your mouth.
Uh-oh.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on. No. You see, come on, man. Pretty please. One more. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you? Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit. I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, you should. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
일단 다른 거에서 이제 질문.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
다시 돌아왔다. 지난번에 생을 마감한 그 모습.
A colorful piece of plaque on the counter rolled out of the man.
You've just picked up some magnesium.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says, you slip the plastic ID card out of the loop just for the record. You look nothing like the man on the document. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent. There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane.
Why the yelling, man?
Looks like a Sow descendant. A lot of Sow dock workers.
Really? You woke me up for that? Fine. What is it? Indeed. Help yourself. That's the name of my employer. How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside? Good. We're in the middle of a strike. For one, I could use some more shut-eye. Nate got it. Majoret's got it. He's got... We are. The workers. The union. Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Thank God, no. Brilliant.
The dock worker doesn't. A bespectacled man has you on the sleeve.
Hello.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire.
Okay then. It looks like we had...
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have you removed the dead body from the tree. Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree? Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? So, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking. We all feel that way sometimes. There is no...
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
But first, we have to take it down. I can see you drank last night and the night before. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation...
You mean you don't have a badge? Oh.
Lieutenant?
나는 식당 뒤쪽으로 갑시다. 이거로
corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look
갖고
human.
있다는 거지.
It's swollen and ready to burst. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through.
냄새.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
일단 그냥 뭐라고? 그냥 뭐라고?
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid.
Oh yeah! Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely.
네, 새끼들.
His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from.
물 던지지 마, 새끼.
Kuno, yeah, right!
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. The
형제임?
fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like irregular speech patterns. Overconfidence.
마야.
Could this kid be on drugs?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
네가
It's
쿠노.
always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third.
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
벌써 짜증나. 짜증나.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno out!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is...
Pigs in there in Kuno! Somebody, please!
네,
How
새끼들.
did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
No one? Kuno?
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
취한 거야?
Help! Miss, he's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late! No!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and
Fucking logical!
제 양의 깐지기를 무슨.
The logical...
You put him up to this yourself when you decided.
Listen to your friend. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno in the ass! Look,
그만 진짜.
for emphasis, a ghost is saying this.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got...
Relax. He can't read your mind. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I
어떻게
can't.
알았냐?
Kuno can smell... I'm gonna fuck... You're nothing! You're a...
Kuno turned you into his...
No, you're not.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with...
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember...
Click, 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 click!
Shitload pig. What's your...
Don't tell the pig shit!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions.
Kuno's fucking...
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You ain't Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking
약쟁이.
Mesco or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was...
There is no night city anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science.
어딘데?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you...
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno!
네.
You're testing Kuno's patience.
Get lost.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
여기 있어? 저 같은 거
Look
올라온
at
데
that
있어?
fucking shit! You're trying to get Kuno killed! Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking...
The lieutenant takes a quick
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
Don't
그럼
know.
뭐가 있지?
Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Uppergite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Erie-Uppergites of...
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so
정원에서
she took
여자가
off.
있었다.
Kuno can take it. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
아, 해보고 싶다.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before? Yes, it seems suspicious.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
됐어?
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
피포 그 자식 어디 갔냐?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, just a trash container. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry.
잠깐. 아, X 에이. 아, 1호실. 아, 맞아. 이게 여기. 아, 이 새끼.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig, I'm going away for a long...
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
아, 얘기 좀
Murder
하자.
was the case, though.
얘기할 생각 없어 보이네. 여기는
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panel. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then?
한번 보자. 지 마그네. 여기로 올라갈 수가 있고. 난 저기를 돌았어. 내 뒷머리. 아, 예술가? 이런 그냥 치안이 않는.
Be still, my beating heart. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
이건 절대 아니야.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no?
이쪽으로 가면. 아, 이거 없어? 여기 못 지나가? 아, 여기 2층이구나. 길은 이렇게 해서 올라가 있었어. 내려가야겠다.
Yes? What do you want to know? No, it's not a particularly mysterious. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pit. Then you're in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than.
Is this a strike?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. Strike, coup, revolution. It's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you. A familiar feeling. An opinion taking form.
얘는 평소에 이런 생각하고 있는 거지?
When I said we have to navigate community matters, I did not mean we have any say in them. I meant we should be careful. If we are not,
떨어져서
the
보자.
shit.
From an imaginary fact.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
우리
I'm
권한이
afraid
다른데
you and
왜?
I are pawns in a...
그 일?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. It's
설명도.
just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later. Was there anything else you want? Good. Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
이래시하고.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? That's because I'm half Seolite,
Seoul.
or quarter. My
Seoul.
father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
그렇구나.
I don't speak a word of Seolite, and I've never met either. Good. Let's change the subject.
가자. 대충 이야기 윤곽이 보이는 것도 하고, 아니 전혀 안 보여. 사실 그냥 한 마리. 저는 병원사를 찾아야 되고.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that
Hey,
covers the
Jago.
plaza mosaic. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty. No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
페인터를. 오케이. 병원사 이 사람인가?
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Well, this might be the last snow we get. At
마지막
least I
문?
hope snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
nitrogen and sulfur mostly. And whatever factories and aerostatics exhale too, I guess.
All you can see is the fact that her skin is a different color from yours. That's literally all.
그래
You're
정말로
gonna have to
너무
run
놀라운
with
사실이다.
What does that mean?
We should
아니야.
proceed with our business in Martinez.
Of course. Where to?
그게
There's
뭐가
the
있지?
pier, the Cape Side apartment, the harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think.
있고.
I don't follow the local. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Just coast. There's a little. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez
서쪽에
Inlet.
바다가 있는 거.
There are some. No
Thanks.
problem.
She's very well composed.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
아,
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
그냥 준다고 이거 진짜? 일단 여기까지 왔으니까 좀 받아가자.
A man in his
Mr. Ga.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
What? What is this? A joke to you? Is this what you...
Sir, I understand.
Yes,
I know it took us a while.
No, I only just got here.
Do you have...
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds...
You said you...
What? Of Martinet?
But you still know your...
Yes, I know where...
I didn't...
He probably means this is where you step in and his face. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands... I hope it is. She went away.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. Good for you. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill...
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're...
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment... Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The whole... Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Yes, it is.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his...
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a...
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming, but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
여기서 대면허. 오케이. 언젠간 떠오르겠지 라면서 이제 안녕하세요.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to? You rascal. I'm too old. You must forgive me. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body.
No problem. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
킴, 네가
Yes,
있었지?
and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
우르트로스랑 캐로베로스냐 고르자면 난 솔직히 우르트로스가 더 멋있다 생각해. 캐로베로스는 너무. 아니면은 캐로베로스 머리를 내가 아야 종 바꾸면 그것도 그거대로 좀 그래. 우르트로스가 낫겠다 역시.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheel. Perhaps another time.
그럼
Of
가볼게요.
course, dear.
아 맞아 열쇠 받아와야 되는데 열쇠는
This trash container is locked. The sliding
그 뭔가 있나? 그러면 여기서 장갑을 끼고 아니
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below, the smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More
하는 게 장비고 일단 토를 하고
too late. It's until a pool. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep the hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is freight nearby. There's a greenhouse here, and a
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier.
네? 암모니아를 일단은 잡고 그래 한번 암모니아를 사러 가볼까? 이제 안녕하세요.
Welcome to Ivashol.
마셜. 내가 잠깐 아 저기 돈 있었어 또.
Yes?
아니야. 힘 너 말고.
Yes?
힘 너 말고. 일단
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look
Frit.
around or something.
Frit.
Everything is out.
What's that magazine she's reading?
I don't know. Frit?
왜 프리?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funky.
The story goes that normal Fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken.
짜증나네.
So when Fritta
You mean this? This is Pop Stars.
looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. No.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting.
She looks up from.
Yes. What we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
에어컨 캐비닛.
A small cabinet on the wall. Their logo is the bloodless.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, magnesium, and Hypnea. Okay. Don't, overdo it or something.
생판.
Saint Baptiste. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derived. The tear machine stands in the corner.
Oh, that's the tear machine. Is this about the questions again? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
No need to worry. It's just...
Okay. Not really. No. I didn't know. I don't know, really. Uh-huh.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Rights of people.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance, and I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurement. Whatever. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access bad. Standing on a narrow bridge. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Why don't you go arrest them instead?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded.
그래. 대신에 우리가 편할 건 아니고 하나 좀 물어봐자. 이 애새끼는 아직도 그 던지고 있어? 오케이.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below the ammonia only makes it worse. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
뭐지?
Get a hold of yourself. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get then drive to the station. Maybe I think I've lost my sense of...
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too. No. This is a two-man assignment. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue...
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together.
오케이. 좀 먹고. 끼고 있자.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. An off-key melody.
Kudos! Please stop calling here.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you.
A single beep indicates that the line you ring the... What an ominous name for all you hear is static. You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens. You wait for a minute or two. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off. You hear static. You can almost hear them breathe.
Yes, hello.
She sounds almost antique. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list. The lieutenant.
It's you.
She must be mistaken you. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Michelle, just... Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. Ever since I came to work here, it's different.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like...
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to find it.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the... Another seagull passes.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. Silence. No one's home. Silence. No one answers. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Silence. No one on. This button looks new.
Huh. This button looks new.
들어간다는 거야. 바다 쪽으로 가보자. 바다의 진한 냄새가 이제 시체 냄새보다 낫겠지.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of...
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this. Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is... Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep... I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character.
There is stress and unease behind these words.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the cake.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking. No such thing.
Any Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's... Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. Oh, kings and queens and generals of old. Or art. I think that's why people read them. To find the...
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
저는 안 가졌어. 씨. 그래서 관리 어떻게 되고 있는 거야? 이 도시는 도대체 뭐?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes, an endless variety of source books. There's also a large hardbound tome. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books? There's a box that says Wirral 3rd edition mega setting supplements module. The side panel notes a fantastic adventure board game. New maps. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition mega.
얘네 땅크지 거. 암모니아 또 사와야 된다고. 이게 끝나면 시작.
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies. Be welcome and please take responsibility. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
아동학대야.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. Mind your own business, sir. In our society...
Denial is the way she copes with criticism.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening. Good sir. What does a young child do with money anyway?
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
Those countries will realize they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
The woman before you scans the store.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette?
What in God's name is she talking about?
우리와 다른 점이 하나도 없는데. 다른 시체로 가자.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere, every worker's boot. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear? Maybe more than 12. No. 1. Standard work boot. 2. Standard. 3. Hobnail. 4. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The code. 5. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gate is undefended. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. 8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 4.
How many?
400만원 미쳤냐고.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
번이지.
A woman or a kid? Okay.
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Understood. Anything else? 200? Could it be the combined weight of...
He might be right. 200 kilograms of...
Possibly.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Interesting. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget this. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the...
He doesn't seem to hear.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? You're right. Let's keep a low profile. A week, maybe?
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal ravage.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would...
What do I think? A mob of people brought some... Then, after hoisting him up...
Indeed. Yes. Everything fits so well. Carried him over. Hoisted him up. Watched him hang. This is easy.
일단 역시 노조가 제일 수상한데.
The lieutenant's up.
Either way. What else?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white.
뭐냐 또 사와야 돼?
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up.
From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of cool.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative strength.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a... So tell me, what do you need? Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. The bosses, man. Dunno. What you need? He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological...
Ask for his conclusion.
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The boss, this rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
It's like, whatever's going...
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator.
Ah, yes. From the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him.
Don't be a stranger.
셀 꺼져 씨. 하나는 뭐 여기 차 그럼 볼 수 있어. 그래서 떨어져.
A Stars Riker, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor. Not many people outside of Grad.
A Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue, the colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler.
An old case for my precinct. A couple of Zhimsk migrants saw a Staj Raiko stopped in the street, painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot. They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Zhimsk...
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that. 4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. There's...
The prisons in the greater Revachol industrial hub.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word. I try to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like this before actually examining them.
뭘 어떻게 해야 될까? 내리는 거.
Is
네.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various... You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them...
What is what? If you want to buy one...
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected...
어떻게 내리지? 이제 방향도 바뀌었니? 그만둔다 새끼.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Activity kit.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
There he still is, looking right.
팀 이거 어떻게 할까?
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
다른 곳으로 또 가야 되나? 엣지를 보자. 아, 장신 명축. 아, 이렇게 하고 그렇구나. 해야겠다.
There he still is, looking right.
아, 이제 또 시간이 있구나. 저는 레시를 레트한테서 일단 몇 시에? 맞아, 10시가 들어가자.
I help you?
쓰레기
Mine? No, it...
Thank you for clearing that.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the next...
I thought as much.
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Okay then. Maybe you're callous.
What do you need?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
오케이. 이거 날려먹으면 여긴
This trash container with a well-oiled crack. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Just a feeling. A warning from some part of you. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
We should return later, officer.
이럴 때 장갑 껴야지. 맞아. 그러니까.
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. You see, you've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. No, a box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. You see, milk, and you've done this before. The movement, a box falls into pieces. Among the thread as the legs of
the victim's clothes? Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with the belt is missing. That's it.
Something slimy catches your... A drab, long-sleeved shirt.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from... Not really. All we know is the victims...
The fuck's he on about, kids?
See?
The lieutenant nods. It's just organic waste. What's this? A blue piece of plastic. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue...
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an... If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
기억을 잃기 전에 도대체 쭈청마시고 도대체 뭘 한 거야?
Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not... It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case.
Some items, such as the ledger you found...
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly only in its...
You've acquired an
The container sounds a muffled gong.
이제 쓰레기통 됐어.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okay. 못하네. 일주일 한 번. 이거 물어보자. 내 새끼들은 물어.
Fuck does Kuno care? You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. And then what? You fucking there? You
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno!
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio.
진짜 얘랑
Fucks pigs,
대화하면은
lies, fucks their
머리가
heads
아파.
off. Kuno's a cop killer. That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of a...
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old.
It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know any...
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top.
머리 아파. 머리 아파.
Teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this pig. It completely...
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag!
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his
그게
gimps?
다야?
Just got a fly pig. Not for you, pig.
Kuno can't wait!
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Yeah, like a
You're lucky you didn't die there!
Yeah. Kuno, what are you? Like 80, right?
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort. That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conception.
Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters FALN running down his trouser leg.
Pig, these are found modulars. Lick, believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these. They will also make you into an idiot.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit.
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
All right, don't do biz. As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. The fuck? A mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going.
I can't hear you, Kuno!
Shit, that's... Kuno doesn't...
Tell the Kuno.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno! They're trying to get you...
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and they... Yes, if you want to live. Volumetric shit compressor.
머리 고압濃縮기 끝. 아, 드디어 스펠을 내릴 수 있겠다. 형이 이거
There he still is, looking right through. As you breathe in, it's a puzzle. What's hanging in front?
They do after 7 days.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins. The material appears to be ceramic. It's clean, delicate, and fragile. These are clearly not boots.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are some...
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique, A6. That's not, it's all you, baby.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather. The locals probably scavenge. We should keep a lookout for these species. There are more could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying.
It is. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabulary for a full set, about...
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 rial.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
That's brilliant.
A small bell-like sound.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic...
Faint, organic, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks if trees were made of porcelain. The smooth... The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50, 100.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 67.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when...
The stench fills your...
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal! What's wrong with you?
I don't know, baby.
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on...
The cadaver slowly twists. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the... This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you?
Could be. The shape of the branch.
The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Then you should ask me the first moment we get. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring.
The cadaver hangs. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they...
A map of the stars.
As if someone left out most...
So am I.
He wears a wide leather belt. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket.
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small...
In case we need it. It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body... Sure. Just don't lose.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks... His eyes are milky, dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode. The corpse is dead silent.
Who is he? He is...
The corpse looks right through you as you distance.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things. The steel-reinforced belt presents a...
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material. Someone else? You mean like... Someone already did. You know who came? I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. I was really hoping we wouldn't.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda. But what other option?
Climb up there and there has to be a less risky way. With less falling down of trees. How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Yes, the buckle. Where it...
Yeah, they'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
Silence, and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tuck, securing it. That's a Kiel A99. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's stess position.
He's gonna
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the...
God damn it.
A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The Phalostes was the wrong choice.
Fucking idiot! Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
No, we are lucky as it is. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the local.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno...
The lieutenant doesn't.
Remain collegial, officer. I have to say, it's beginning...
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
We are not getting him down already. Not getting...
How do you plan to get him down then?
항만에
With social sensibility.
Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it... Okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way. From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm...
To the gates. Let's negotiate.
항만을 그러면 또 어떻게 해야 되냐 라는 시점에서 일단 한번 저장을 하고 이거 진짜 머리를 쓰다 보니까 머리가 진짜 후노트 새끼 때문에 진짜 머리가 너무 아파. 안 그래도 정신세계가 엄청나게 살아온 게임이 머리가 아파가지고 진짜 이거 피로도가 엄청난 게임이네. 닌텐도 다이렉트는 와 재밌겠다 정도만 생각했는데 할인해서 사 야 적자를 플레이해가지고 정신 걸릴 것 같은 그런 게임 나쁘지는 않아서 내일이나 모레 정도에 한 번 더 또 해봐야지. 여기까지 하고